You'll never guess what gives this pumpkin chocolate pie its perfectly creamy texture because it's tofu. And while I know it's popular to make a classic pumpkin pie around this time, don't sleep on this one with some chocolate in it because it is extremely delicious. I'm using the Trader Joe's semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you can also use the ones by Guittard. And also, I don't know how to pronounce that, so if I'm saying it incorrectly, please let me know. Then you blend it up with some pumpkin puree, silken tofu, blop, which I always find nice to get a little boost of protein from my pie, a little bit of brown sugar, and some cozy fall spices. Then when you're done pouring in all the things, which you can get the printable recipe down below, you are going to blend it up until it's creamy and really smooth in a blender or a food processor. I like to use my food processor because it's much easier to clean, but a blender is totally fine. And don't forget to scrape down the sides because although people like the boost of protein from the tofu, they don't want to see it in their pie. And hopefully you know how to use a food processor better than I do, because although I've been doing this for almost 14 years, I still don't know how to do it apparently. Yeah, so when it's nice and creamy and there are no visible chunks of tofu or pumpkin puree, which yuck, people don't want to see that again, you can pour it into a prepared pie crust. I'm using a frozen Marie Callender's pie crust that is easily accessible. I use it because it's vegan. There are also a couple options, like there's one that's boxed from Betty Crocker and there's Holy pie crust. And of course you can make one from scratch. I'll drop my favorite flaky crust recipe in the caption. As you can see, this recipe is so easy and it's delicious, so please give it a try and let me know what you think.